Hello there. I do apologise, I think I'm a little bit late. Hello there. So, Tanner, General Kenobi. Or should I say General Tanner? So I'm a little bit late. Just finishing off something else. Today I'm going to be creating another planet. I do apologise, it's probably going to be very similar to last week's stream, but there we go. Grand Admiral Thrawn, welcome. Andrew, welcome. Last week I created the planet Merca to go into the background of those re-rendered shots, and this is what it looks like. Just before I get started with tonight's activities, but I thought I should show you guys what the result was. Grand Admiral, there's no need to apologise. I'm sure you had to. I'm sure you were conquering planets, furthering the goals of the Empire. Sky, welcome. Berserker of Isengard, welcome. It's always good to see you. Everyone, it's really good to see you. I'm sorry you couldn't make it to the last few streams as well, but you can catch up with the ones you missed. They're all on my channel. Today I'm going to be creating a planet. It's going to be very similar to last week's stream. But what I did last week was to create a 2D image of Merca so that I could use it later on in the series. And the image you've got on the screen now is the end result. I took it, I went back to chapter 3 and put this in the space shot of the Chimera approaching the planet Merca, so you guys could see what it actually looks like. And so I'm going to be doing the same thing again. This time the planet Abregado Ray, which I believe is how you pronounce it. Abregado Ray. Star Wars Tales, welcome. Thank you, I'm glad you liked it. Just 1 second, I'm covering up the chat so I can basically I'm going to be creating this. I'm not going for the red planet. I'm going for this one because Han and Lando do visit that later on in the story. Sky, thank you. The software I'm using today is called Grand Designer, and it's available on Steam. There aren't a lot of reference pictures to go with, which is quite nice because it's a little bit liberating, so that I can play around with the design a little bit more. It looks like a sort of futuristic Venice from what I can see of this. I believe there's some fan art there, and that is from the graphic novel adaptation. I don't remember it being in Clone Wars, but maybe I should go back and watch that episode again at some point. Let's have a quick look. Seagull, no need to apologise. If you can't stay, you can't stay, but you can catch up with the stream once it's finished. It will automatically be added to the channel, so you can catch up with it there. Yeah, 2 AM, I can see why you don't want to stay up. But yeah, catch up with the stream at a more sensible hour. Hold on. Oh, it's a graphic novel. That's why I don't remember it being in the series. Okay. What do I think about the High Republic rock character? Well, I haven't read the book yet, so I don't really have an opinion one way or the other. But yeah, it's going to be a kind of Earth-like, excuse me, Earth-like but kind of watery world. Manuel, I'm working on chapter 12. I was slowed down a little bit because I had a bad leg a few weeks ago. It's much better now. So I've done the motion capture. I'm just waiting for the last bits of dialogue to be sent in. But it's coming along quite nicely. Has anyone attempted to animate Splinter the Mind's Eye? Not as far as I know, but it was something that was discussed a couple of weeks ago as an idea. It'd be an interesting one to see because it doesn't really line up with The Empire Strikes Back. But if anyone wants to take it on, I'd like to see it. Alex, welcome. I hope you're enjoying reading the book again. I've only read it the once, and it was a little strange to read because obviously it was written when there was only one Star Wars movie, and I'd obviously seen the original trilogy when I read it. Tanner, thank you. My leg is actually much better. I went for quite a long walk today for the first time in several weeks because my knee felt up for it. Right, so I'm going to move this off screen. It'll be on my second monitor, but it's for reference. But we can then get started. So anyone who was here last week will remember this is the default starting planet. It's just a big ball of rock. So even though this process is going to be very similar to what I did last week, I'm not going to make this planet look like Merca. Because one of the good things about Star Wars and planets, in real planets in general, is they don't look alike, even if they do have similar climates. So first I'm going to turn off the stars and the nebula. I'm glad to see Berserker and Grand Admiral Thrawn interacting the way you two do. Also, as you remember from last week, I don't know what all of these functions do, so I will be experimenting a little bit with them. I do remember what this is though. Tanner, yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm doing it, is if anyone's interested in picking up the software, they can see what how this works. Darth Muscovoy, welcome. Muscovy, sorry. I hope they got that right. I'm actually quite liking the way that looks. Sky, what would you like to animate? guess I should turn the water on. That would help get the land right. That's a bit too much water. That's enough water. Kind of splotchy. Maybe that's not quite what I wanted. Pot of Greed, welcome. Well, Sky, I suggest you check out a website called realillusion.com. They create the software I use for the 3D animation for Heir to the Empire called iClone. And they also do some 2D animation software, which the name of it escapes me off the top of my head. But you'll see it on the website. And there's free trials of it, so you can give it a try, give it a shot without having to pay anything. And then obviously, I think the trials are for a month, so you can play around with it and see if you want to do more. And there's lots of really good tutorials as well, both the official ones and those created by their community. Pot of Greed. Which voice actor? Yeah, I do voice Pelion and Talon Card and a couple of other smaller characters. Sometimes when it's just I just need something done really quick, like some random guy on the radio or something like that, I'll just do it because it's easy. I think we need some polar ice caps. I don't think we need them to be that extensive. This is for a chapter something or other. I'm just getting it ready for the future, because what I've got to do for chapter 12 at the moment I don't want to reveal until you actually see the finished episode. So what I've been doing is things like this, where I'm creating this planet to appear much later on in the series, but it will be ready for me to use, and when you see it you can remember that you were here and watched me put it together. I like there's a battle going on in the chat, and that's quite interesting to see. I'm looking forward to seeing how this progresses. I've not read The Aftermath. Trying to get oh, that's a shame that they never got to finish it, because that would have been an interesting project to see. Oh, sediment. That's exactly what I wanted to add. Gavin, welcome. We want some vegetation. Oh, yeah, it's interesting to see how the battle's going to play out. Star Wars Tales, I'm afraid I haven't read the book, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. I was kind of... I don't even know why I haven't read the book, but yeah, I never got around to it. I think I just read a summary of it. So I know what happens, but I'm not going to spoil it for you. And I hope no one else does. So I hope you enjoy reading the rest of that book and the rest of the trilogy. Erwana, I think you should jump in the battle. Well, I'm glad that you saw my series before you read the books, and I'm glad that you're reading the books now. That's I do believe you left a comment in one of my older videos talking about that. It was either in the videos or you were here in the chat. I can't remember now, but I do remember, and I'm glad you're enjoying the books. It's obviously a lot quicker to read the books than it is to wait for me to finish the trilogy. Oh, pressing the wrong button. Nope, I wasn't. So as you can see, I'm kind of just playing around with some of these settings because I can't remember what they all do. Oh, hang on. Tana, thank you. I'm not sure what all of these things do, but we will find out. Oh, that's interesting. No, I think we want the brighter water. This kind of strikes me as being a more tropical. So I know Merca is a jungle planet, so it's obviously going to be hot, but this feels more like... I know I've got the reference picture here, which doesn't really tell me a lot, but it's a different climate to Merca, even though it's kind of green and has some Earth-like qualities. I have thought about doing a stylized look, but it's not really my style. I think every animator has their own way of their own way that they want videos to look, and I guess I'd have to experiment with different styles of characters, and I think I'd be worried that I might end up copying someone else when I should be creating my own style. Whereas this the more live action look, I just feel like it suits me better, which I guess is my style. Features. I believe we can actually get away with some cities on this one because I didn't want to do it on Merca because it's not really known for a city. Excuse me. Get some water. Bergdo Ray is more inhabited. Clone Wars and Rebels both had stylized designs, but they were different from each other. I suspect that partly it's because Rebels was so when they did Clone Wars, they basically had a lot more time to develop the style before they actually started releasing episodes, whereas Rebels had a much shorter development time, so they had to rush it a little bit. And definitely the last season of Clone Wars looked so good. They put a lot of work into that those episodes, especially the Ahsoka ones. I'm just trying to see. I don't think I'll be doing that. So I can make them a bit smaller. Yeah, there are people who weren't happy with it. I think it's very tricky to bring someone like Thrawn into canon. I think I'll probably end up doing something like that. Is there a way to... Well, I can't actually move the cities. I can adjust the seed. I wonder what this does. But it's kind of random where they end up. But what I could actually end up doing is, once I've created this, once I've exported this as an image, I could Photoshop any city that's not in the water, so it's basically to erase it. They should make South Angeles canon. Well, if I appeared in canon, I'm not quite sure how I'd react to that. There we go. No cities in the water. Lizard, welcome. I'm glad you enjoy my work. What I'm enjoying right now is this battle that's taking place. Here I'm supposed to be the ones entertaining you guys, and you're entertaining me. We're going to go back to the water. There was an option somewhere. Water roughness, that's it. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, I'd like to have seen a live action Mara. There was I don't know how this is definitely a rumour. Found an article. It wasn't in We Got This Covered or anything like that. I can't remember the site, but he said something that they were considering Karen Gillan for Mara Jade. I think she'd be a good choice, but I'm still not convinced that it's going to happen. On the other hand, it would make sense to give... If Mara worked for Thrawn, it would give Ahsoka a lightsaber equipped opponent to fight. So in some ways it would make sense, but I don't know. Parts of Greed, there's so much to learn about Star Wars, and I'm glad you're getting into it, and I hope you continue to enjoy Star Wars. Somebody X, I didn't see you sneak in there. Welcome. Don't let my stream stop you from doing your homework. I don't want you to. I mean, schoolwork is important. That's the setting I wanted. Well, I think that if they do Mara, she'll have to be in the Ahsoka show, because Ahsoka needs an enemy to fight, to have lightsaber duels with. And we've seen Thrawn can do martial arts, but I suspect that in a hand-to-hand combat situation, Ahsoka would win. And Thrawn is going to have... Obviously, Rook can't be in it because he didn't survive Rebels. So Thrawn needs someone he can send on missions, and a character like Mara Jade would be perfect for it. And Ahsoka can fight her, and we'd get some good lightsaber duels out of it. So I hope the rumour is true, but I don't trust internet rumours. Now what we've got... That's what we need to get rid of that. Yeah, I don't trust internet rumours because there are so many of them, and a lot of them are just made up. So I think it's just a case of we have to wait and see, and hope we enjoy what they do. Star Wars Tales, thank you for coming. This stream, when it's finished, will be added to my channel, so you can catch up with it there. I think we might see Emilia Clarke in the Lando series. I don't know how closely that's going to connect to the Mandoverse. I hope so, but on the other hand, I hope that it's not. If they're going to do more Luke, I hope they figure out a better way to do his face, because I did enjoy seeing Luke, but they need to work on it a little bit more. I'm glad you're liking the cities as well at night. Now we've got this blurry effect here. So I'm getting distracted watching this battle unfold, and then not actually getting the work done or talking, because this is really entertaining. And yeah, everyone. I think if they're going to have more Luke, they will have to work on it, because you can kind of get away with what they did because Luke's appearance is brief, but to have him in any sort of substantial capacity, that they need to improve it. But I'm sure that they will. Right, we're going to add. Hold on. I've got this other city option which I hadn't noticed. Don't think I like it quite so much. Oh, yeah, I saw that video you're talking about. They should have kept it just on the face and not added extra movement. I agree with you, but they did a good job. Mason Fanatic, welcome. You sneaked in without me noticing. I do apologise for that, but welcome. I kind of hope Rook did survive, because it'd be nice to see a live action Nogri. That's quite a big explosion happening in the battle. So I'm playing around with the lights. And it's difficult without knowing what everything does. I think I quite like it when out there. Tanner, yeah, I got it mostly nighttime just so I could get an idea of what the nighttime lights looked like when I was playing around with the settings. But yeah, I do need to show off more daylight with the actual planet when it appears. Right, we're going to add some clouds. I would like to see Talon Card and Kyle Katarn brought into canon. Actually, that would be interesting, because obviously with the Book of Boba Fett we're going to see a lot more underworld in a way that I know Mando shows a lot of the underworld as well, but I think the Book of Boba Fett will go more into it, whereas because Mando's obviously trying to get away from that kind of life, whereas Boba Fett I imagine is going to revel in it. Of course, what would be interesting is Book of Boba Fett's going to be the first show that comes back, So if Talon Card appears before Mara, then that would probably be a good indication that Mara is going to be in it, because Mara is obviously a more well-known character. Yeah, exactly. He's a smuggler, so he would be in the world that Boba Fett is involved with. The clouds do cover the lights. I don't think they show up. Let's find out. I don't think the clouds show up at night because all the lights are quite clearly visible. Of course, I could. Yeah, they don't appear to cover up the lights at night, which that's fine. It's not like you'd be able to see the clouds anyway. I'll go back to where I was now. It's about there. That looks about right. Hoppy, welcome. Always good to see you. Viggo Mortensen as Talon Card, that would be a good choice. Yeah. I can imagine that Ben Solo does have some kidnapping attempts. Who was it I was thinking? There was someone I had thought a couple of months ago. I thought he would make a really good Talon Card, and I can't remember who it was now. I was watching him in something, and I thought this would be really good. This guy would be really good as Card. Huh. I guess I don't want them rotating too much because it's making it hard to play around with them. Let's put that to 0. Lower the altitude a little bit. Who would be a good Katan? That's another good question. Katan. Hugh Jackman, maybe. You think about that. Well, Hugh Jackman might be a little bit old for it now. My mind's gone completely blank of actors. Ooh, Carl Urban. I think you might be onto something there. Yeah. I could go with Carl Urban for Carl Catan. Now I really want to see that because I'm just imagining the possibilities. So I've seen Carl Urban in many things, and I think he would definitely be able to pull it off. Especially imagining in the way he looks in The Boys. So he has that look, but give him a lightsaber. I think that would be a good choice. Tanner, well, there isn't a space battle in chapter 12, but maybe I could show one happening later on in the book. They're quite challenging to do. I did do a space scene. It wasn't a battle. It was the relief ships coming out of hyperspace for chapter 12. No, not 12. Chapter 10. But it was just ships dropping out of hyperspace. I did just stream that. If you missed it, you can find it in my channel. I don't think we need to bloom. Floopy, welcome. Oh, Ariana, thank you so much for coming. It was nice to see you again. Hope to see you again soon. Take care. You can enjoy the rest of the stream, but you can catch up with it on my channel when it's finished. Floopy, I'm making another planet. It's not Coruscant, it's a Breakato Ray. It's not coming up in the near future. Or it's not in the next chapter or anything like that, but I thought I still need to make it, and it was quite interesting to chat with you guys while making a planet last week, so I'm making another one. And we also have a space battle going on in the chat, which is distracting me in the best possible way. I'm enjoying following it as it unfolds. I'm really liking the look of this. Right, so I'm going to do the render in high definition, which may interfere with the stream just a little bit. So, just to give you a heads up before I press the button, in case it goes wrong, which hopefully not. There we go, it's generating the high res textures. So when I was thinking about what I was going to do tonight, and I decided on this, I did not expect this battle to be one of the things that would be part of the chat, and I'm enjoying watching it, which you guys are a really great company, so it was quite a pleasant surprise to see this. Makes me wonder what you're going to do next week. And now I'm just reading it and not chatting, which I should be chatting because it's the stream. Really welcome. I look forward to seeing the battle next week. Yes, we definitely do. Thomas, you did, but not to worry. When I end the stream, you'll be able to catch up with what I did. And I believe you can watch the live chat back as well, which I highly recommend because there was an excellent space battle that took place with Thrawn commanding the fleet. So I highly recommend reading that through as well. Right, I need to adjust a few more cloud settings and then I think I'm done. Assuming I can find the settings. Smoothness. That's too smooth. I'm glad you all survived the fight and will be here again next week. Because this stream wouldn't be so much fun without you guys. So you better make it, Berserker. Tatna, take care. See you next week. Thank you for coming. I always don't want to end the stream because I'm enjoying watching what's happening in the chat so much. Well, I am coming to the point where I've pretty much finished the planet. Thomas, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm just making another planet, which is a very similar process from what I did last week. See, I just saw that slider there, and it seemed to make no difference at all. Right, I'm going to do the high res render again, so bear with me. Go to bed and leave the stream on. Don't tempt me with ideas like that. Though, when I woke up in the morning, I would probably spend several hours just reading through what you guys had done. Darth, thank you. See you next week. Thank you for coming. So next week we're going to have the Battle of Abraxas in the chat, and I'm excited for it. I will see what I can do to contribute to this. I'm glad I got a week to think about it. Thomas, the answer to that is yes. So I think I finished the planet, but I'm still just enjoying watching you guys. What I need to do when I finish the stream is to save the planet. Do some renders of the planet, which I can then save and then use when the time comes to work on that chapter. Sky, thank you for coming. Okay, I think we're stopped there. So this might be a good time to end the stream, which is kind of making me sad because I'm enjoying all of this. I enjoyed making the planet. I enjoyed talking to you guys. I enjoyed watching the battle that you had going on. But luckily, next week we've got the Battle of Abraxas to look forward to. I'm excited for that. So yeah, I think I'm going to end the stream. So thank you all for coming, watching, and having fun in the chat. See you all next week. Stay safe. May the force be with you. And there we go.